stop playing tennis with my dad. It's time to play Dark Void on the PlayStation 3. No. This is Dark Void, a Capcom published game on the PlayStation 3 that was released in, looking at the back of the box, I think 2009? Yeah, 2009. Oh, this is mid-tier masterpieces, by the way. Hello, welcome back to another episode of this. We're back on the PlayStation 3. I had to spend the last 20 minutes updating it. That was always the best part of the PlayStation 3 generation, was how long it took to bloody update. Also, my official controller broke, so I'm now using one I bought from Argos for £7 years ago. Ooh, what a logo. So I know very little about this game. I know it didn't review well. Downloadable content available? How do I do that? There's no way of doing it on the menu? Okay. Thank you for letting me know, though, in the most unenthusiastic way ever. Yeah, this didn't review well. I don't think people liked it. It was kind of a big potential new IP for Capcom on the 7th generation, but it just never came to anything. So anyway, let's dive in. I've always loved the look of this. It always seemed really, really interesting and unique. And the cover art is gorgeous. That's the thing. It looks super cool and very different from the kind of grey brown cover shooters of the time, although I wouldn't be surprised if it is just a grey brown cover shooter. Anyway, let's find out. I'm excited. It'll be good. Wait, August 1930... What? This is set in the 30s?
The lateral stabilizers seem to have made the difference.
Whoa. Okay, this feels kind of cool. It has like flight controls. This is good? What's going on? What is this? This feels really cool. I'm like genuinely surprised by how good that flying mechanic feels. Defeat the ambush? That's literally just a flying game. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Alright. It's a bit weird trying to fight. Oh no, got one. Okay. Yeah, I've never been good at flying games. This is going to be interesting if this is what most of the game is. I thought this was just like a cover shooter. I guess not. Something original that came out on the 7th gen. I'm impressed. Oh, that's a wall. Whoa. This looks nice too. Like, this like deserty location. A bit Avatar-y, but well, I guess it was around the Avatar time. I don't know whether the controls are a bit jank or this controller's just awful. It's probably the latter, really. I have no health either. I assume this is just the tutorial level. Ah! This is really interesting. I'm already quite blown away by this. Although, please don't reuse that statement later on if it's shit. Oh shit, no, I've hurt myself. That's definitely this controller is not helping me out. This Tonka toy controller. Okay, alright, I'm on board. I'm interested. Oh, I'm a generic-ass 7th generation protagonist. Even the UFO design is pretty cool, like with that middle bit that moves independent to the outer rim. Uh-oh, I'm a Dark Void stan. I always knew this was going to happen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right, this is what I thought this game was. What's that? Is that a big robot scorpion? Whoa. Oh, he killed me. Nassau Airport. I did not realise this was set in the 1930s. Who's this thin-legged woman?
May not look like much, but this baby keeps us in business for another month or two.
I hear they're sending a private courier.
Probably some uptight pen pusher. Wants to check the flight plan 3.
Of course it's Nolan North.
The charts, we're now officially inside the Bermuda Triangle.
Nice. Quite like the animations on the faces. They look pretty good for this gen. No, that Bermuda Triangle wall. This is literally what happens in the first Uncharted. Nolan North was known for playing generic protagonists that crash planes onto deserted islands.
I blacked out.
I blacked out. Incredible delivery.
You gotta get out of there now! We're almost here!
What? Is that the floor? What? How did he just crawl? What? How did he just crawl onto the windscreen if we were looking down?
Wherever the hell we are, seems the war's already started.
Her proportions don't look right. She looks too Very slender man-y proportions. Oh, I'm playing. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a very tall jump.
We better get moving.
Moving? What about the plane?
That's
What
such a
about-
tall jump!
Will, please,
Look how blurry those mountains are.
hurry. We're not safe here.
Okay, did they just take one line delivery for you for this whole game? Why can I jump 9 feet into the air? It's such a huge jump. Why is that so tall? That's amazing. Oh, I've got such a cool 1930s jacket. I'm able to leap so far.
Judging from the direction our plane was facing,
Why are you running like that?
the right way.
Who runs like that? I really like that. Suit design with like those little 1930s-esque little light bulbs and stuff. That's cool. That's a really cool, like, retro sci-fi design. And that is just a fucking robot. I take it back. That is a big gun.
You know how to handle that?
What do you think?
Look how big her hands are. It is a cover shooter. I knew it. Look at that robot man with his robot gun. Okay, that gun feels really, really good. That's got a proper crunch to it. That rules.
What are these things?
Roberts. Sexy Roberts. Look at its waist. I shouldn't be allowed to make videos. Oh, that feels so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I dying? What's going on? Do I need to take cover? Probably, right? Blind fire. Oh, how do I reload? R2. Ugh. The shooting feels really, really good. I'm shocked by how good the shooting feels. Can I swap guns there? What's this? Do I have different guns? Okay, I've got that, and I've got this plasma rifle. That feels a bit piss. Okay, as far as like generic 7th generation cover shooters go, this is pretty good. They definitely played Gears of War and understood why the shooting felt good. Wow, the interplay between these two characters sucks. It's just literally just Nathan Drake. Just Nathan Drake fights robots. This is all this game is. And I don't hate that. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to hit you. I want to hit you. Oh, that was a weird punch. Why is that so weird? Like, I mean, this feels very Uncharted just with robots, right? Like, it's literally Nolan North is the generic protagonist. The combat feels very, very similar. Just the run and gun, cover shooting. I mean, that defined the gen though, right? Like, there were so many games like this at the time. Man, this is so washed out. Look at how washed out this is. Oh, look at him shaking! He's so nervous! The plasma rifle weapons don't feel anywhere near as good as just the standard gun. Oh, slight frame rate drop. Oh, more than slight, actually. It's dropping a fair bit, actually. So happy I'm getting these Dark Void trophies. This is just what I needed to complete my collection. This isn't that bad. Enter vertical cover.
Get to the bottom of the canyon.
What?
Only there.
Whoa! What? This is such a weird way of doing this. Ugh. Oh, it made me feel a bit sick. That was weird. How do I drop down? This is so weird. This feels like garbage when I'm like, ugh. So nimble. Is that her? Ava, is that you? My thin-legged wife? Crawling over the edge of the cliff? This is quite a cool environment. Feels a bit like King Kong. It could also just be Turok that we played. Ooh, that's cool. Right, okay. So I can do vertical cover shooting. Yeah, I'm into that. It's pretty rad. Not against this at all. Into this. The animations may make me feel a bit queasy. Oh, look at them jumping up. Pretty cool enemies too. The designs are a bit generic, but I like their animations. I like their spindly little legs. Fun. Fun game. I'm having a good time with this so far. I guess even though games from this gen were not the most unique in terms of their mechanics, like this is just Gears of War but vertical, right? And it's very Uncharted-like and Nolan North and the you know, even though it's not brown and grey, it's still like green and brown and grey. There's not like a huge amount of colour variation going on here. But I think what I really like about these games and why I'm really enjoying doing this series in general is just there is like fun variation within this like one very niche type of game, right? Like clearly the developers were given the task by the publisher of, you know, well, if you're going to make a game, it has to have a Nathan Drake style protagonist and it has to use the Gears of War gameplay, but then they were still finding innovations within that, right? Oh yeah, what if he has a cool jetpack and it's set in the 1930s? Like, that's fun. That's what's fun about this. It's like Dark Sector with his boomerang arm or whatever. Like, this is fun. I like this. This bridge is going to collapse. And if it doesn't, what's the fucking point? Garbage game. I take it back. Absolute piece of shit. What's the diary I just got? Journals? Akasha. I'm not reading that. Fuck off. Press L2 and release to throw dynamite. Oh, that's cool. That's like 1930s retro-futuristic grenades. I like that. Ah, fuck! Look how generic he looks. Brown-haired white guy. Does have cool jacket. And is that a scarf or is that a t-shirt? What is going on there with his top? Is that like a tunic? Like it's wrapped around him underneath this really cool looking weathered jacket and nice camo chinos? This is 1930s pilot clothing, see? Ah yes, in the jungle. Gotta shoot those metal oppressors. Find me my missing skinny framed dame. Okay, the cat is on me. She's burrowing herself in between me and the microphone. I can only apologise if you can hear her purring. Sorry. It's a bit odd how the punch animation isn't just like a standard punch. It has to like... You have to position yourself properly to do the animation. Oh yeah, you got him right in his robot balls. Well done. I keep trying to use L2 and R2 to shoot, but thinking about it, L2 and R2 would never shoot on PS3, were they? It was always L1 and R1 because the triggers are so bad. Man, what a shit time to be a PlayStation owner this gen really was. Sorry, if they can hear you purr, I don't think I can edit out your purring. You're purring so loud. I'm going to take a picture of you so people can see what you're like when you're lying on me. That's how close you are to the microphone, aren't you? And I hope no one laughs at my yellow computer, which has been sun damaged after 8 years. Door looks like Predator. Like a straight rip of Predator. Mwah. What is that face? Give me the jetpack. I've been playing this for half an hour. This village better have a mad scientist who's gonna fill me up with jetpacks, so help me God.
He was a good friend.
Who? Oh, there was another guy on that plane, right? Who cares? This is quite nice. Quite a dramatic skyline. Yeah, I'm into this. Look at that. Yeah. It's a bit washed out, but I like this. I know I've said that a few times, but it does bear repeating. Oh.
Must be the welcoming party.
Not
Hey.
exactly welcoming.
You guys just here? Hey, you're just standing still? This is weird. Do you have a jetpack for me, dude? Look how high I can jump. Give me a jetpack. Fear me.
Nikola can help.
Nikola Tesla. Are you? It's gonna be Tesla, isn't it? There's Tesla behind this door, dude. Is Tesla gonna give me a jetpack? You fucking kidding me? It's gonna be Tesla, isn't it? Is he in here? Open this door. Give me Tesla. I'm so excited to see if my mad scientist comment is about to come to fruition.
It's dark in here.
One comes bearing the gift of light, and the people grow impatient.
Oh, come on. It's literally Nikola Tesla, isn't it? I recognise his voice as well.
The back canyon is littered with wreckage.
Anything we can salvage?
Paul Eading is Nikolai Tesla. It's Colonel Campbell from Metal Gear Solid. Yes, I can hear that now.
Take whatever you need to repair the planes, but make sure you retrieve the sonar box.
I can really hear it now. Cool. Right, that's why I can jump so high, because I can like fly around. Ah, through grenade shit. Look up and press square to grab. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So I can go up on ledges too. Okay, right, this is quite interesting. Ugh, the camera's not great though, that's the only problem. Bit nauseating. Okay, jetpack is fun. A bit weird. No, it's a bit wank. It's a bit wank. Okay, nope. Okay, yep, that's a bit fiddly. So it literally is Uncharted with a jetpack while fighting. I cannot aim when you're in the air. Jesus wept. It'd be nice if he stopped. That'd be cool. I like mechanics where you jump in the air and then it pauses like Breath of the Wild or Destiny. I'm pretty sure I could do that in Destiny. Ah, what the piss? So I guess you can't really use the jetpack during combat at the moment. Maybe that comes into play later on, but it's just very much just a cover shooter, I think. It's a shame it is kind of erring on this more generic side though, because like I say, there's something to this. I don't know. It's pretty well made. It's no worse than the original Uncharted or any other game from this gen. Ah, grotty. Oh, is it going to do a Resi 4? Oh, what? Are they aliens? So they're like aliens in like these robot suits. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling down about this. I think there's definitely something to it. I think that's almost it. There is something to it, but it just doesn't feel quite there. Almost like it did need a sequel just to kind of flesh out some of these ideas and maybe get what it deserved.
This thing better not cut out on me.
Whoa! Whoa! Real sense of verticality here. This is cool. That was fun. Is that a big compass? What was that? It's just a big compass.
Will, you're almost there. The sonar box should be on the end of the mast.
This line delivery is incredible. There used to be a copy of this in Granger Games in Sunderland City Centre for a little bit more than the other similar kind of titles for PlayStation 3, and I mean I used to do nothing but buy second-hand games of this caliber, right? That's the whole point of this series, and I was always fascinated by this one. I guess maybe I expected something a little bit more, and maybe it does open up a little bit as you continue. Maybe the jetpack stuff becomes more interesting, and it definitely seems like there's vehicle stuff because there's been tips and loading screens that imply that. I think maybe the best compliment I can give this is that it is fun and I want to play more. Like I genuinely want to maybe sit down with it and give it a little bit more time, because I do feel like it will open up and I do feel like it'll have something that kind of cements it in my mind as its own thing and not just this one in a million generic game that was released in this era. The game has been picked up by Brad Pitt's Plan B production studio for adaptation into a live-action feature film. Fuck off, was it? Dark Void. It didn't even sell very well. What do you mean you're going to turn it into a fucking movie? Jesus wept. Okay. Wow. There's a timeline where this got turned into a movie. That's incredible. Anyway, thank you very much for watching another episode of Mid-Tier Masterpieces. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I'll be back with more delights in the future. Thank you very much for watching.